And he says there's not drugs that they're putting in these shipping containers. He says it's humans.
Human trafficking.
Yes. His own words. And he also wants to come forward, at least with him and 30 other people that are involved with that part of the work. But it was very disheartening to actually get that information relayed to me, because here I'm thinking for years it's drugs and it's a much sinister thing. But it makes sense because they use natural disasters that people are going to be missing anyway.
Yeah.
Scoop up people.
I mean, I've been covering human trafficking this year.
Right.
And that's, a lot of the human trafficking comes from third world countries in distress. You're in a third world area.
Yep.
In distress, right after an earthquake would be, it's prime.
Yeah.
Prime time to do a human trafficking operation.
One of the most overlooked aspects of human trafficking is the method of transportation. How are they moving these people all around the world? I believe it's through container ships. I'm currently standing on a container ship with roughly 10,000 containers. Maybe 5 to 10% of the cargo that comes in and out of the United States is scanned, x-rayed, and looked at by CBP. Any one of these containers you see on this ship could have about 75 people in it. We know, I've talked to CBP agents before, they have found containers with advanced life support systems, food and supplies for these people to live in these containers for a substantial amount of time while they move from port to port. I believe it's a huge problem. I honestly believe, I have seen with my own eyes, I have seen families, I have seen children, we've seen stowaways, and it really makes you wonder, is this how they're moving them all? Right here.
We also have another major issue going on in our ports right now, and I just wanted to speak on it because I don't think a lot of people understand why they're striking. One of the major reasons I've been seeing coming out of videos and reports from people talking about it is that they get tired of hearing children screaming inside the containers. Yeah, you heard that right. The workers are striking, and one of the main reasons is they're tired of hearing humans being shipped over and screaming and banging on the inside of the shipping containers to get out. I understand we have a serious human trafficking issue in this country. I just did not think it was this bad. Never once did it cross my mind we need to be checking shipping containers for people. Can you imagine how long somebody's been inside of one of those, depending on how long they were waiting to dock? No heat, no air, nothing. I pray for the workers of the ports because I don't think they signed up to deal with people. Pretty sure they were just supposed to move cargo and goods. This is crazy, y'all.
This is an everyday problem.
Ports are main hubs for the global economy, but they have a big security issue. Criminals are just like water, they flow where the money is. Whether they choose one port or another is just a matter of time.
Criminals infiltrate these production channels.
Human trafficking.
You have very little time to do your checks effectively.
We have to make the port sector and the container logistics sector smart. But containers are very dumb objects. They can't tell you anything about their status, where they are secured or not, when they are opened or not.
And this is the only thing, you can lock your container with. They are put on the outside of the container, so you can easily remove them. Open the container, swap things, close the container. Nobody will know unless you get an alert from a smart container.
No single country can cope with this problem on its own, where all countries can win if working together.
Wake up. Wake up.